Hi there, guys. This is Mr. Chan. I'm going to explain functions again for you guys. Hopefully, this time it will be a little bit more clear. Um, so I'll just use this as an example for the very first beginning, so that we can kind of just get a general idea about how they just work at the beginning, and then I'll kind of transition into explaining why we use functions, which I think is really important. But first of all, um, what's going on here? So we're saying def main. So this is saying define main function, um, and then whatever comes after the indent, this indent here, means if we call this function, do this. So for example, if I was to do this, I don't know, 1, 2, 3. This would mean that we would only print hello world, and we would only put the string 1, 2, 3 inside this variable called test if we call this function. So if we did this, which a lot of you guys did, you don't actually call the function, then this will never happen. You need to call the function like this in order to make what's inside it happen. Okay, so in this situation, what happens is if we call main, we go inside main, and it says print hello world, and then we add the string 1, 2, 3 inside test. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And here I'll show you what the code will do. Hello world, and because we're not doing we're just adding a string inside test. We're not printing it, so it just says hello world. But I could show you that it does in fact do that second line. So you see what's happening right now is that we're calling the main function, we're going inside the main function, and then we print hello world, then we add the string 1, 2, 3 inside test, and then print it. So you can see that it's doing all those things here. If we didn't call the function, nothing will happen, and that's what a lot of guys in class are doing, guys and girls. You're not calling anything in the function. You're making a whole bunch of definitions, for example, like this. Function. You're making a whole bunch of functions. Whatever. Right? You're making a whole bunch of functions, and then you're not calling anything. So again, in this situation, because we're not calling any function here, nothing's going to happen. But if we were to call test underscore one, test underscore one, it would do whatever's inside the function test underscore one. And if we were to write main, for example, we would get hello world. All this would run. Yeah, we could do this as many times as we want, and we could do this, both at the same time, whatever you want. And see that? It runs main first, and it runs test underscore one a second. We could do this as many times as we want. And this is kind of the power of functions, is it makes it easier to do, like, say for example, if like a lot of the things in the function, you want to do a lot of things repeatedly, like, I don't know, you want to do a whole bunch of stuff. This doesn't make sense because it's just an example to show you how functions work. But if you want to do a bunch of things over and over again, it makes it easier to just define a function and then call it multiple times. So like, for example, if I did this, if you wanted to, for some odd reason, like do all these things over and over again, then you could just define a function, put all the things you want to do over and over again, and then just call it many times. That makes sense?